Chris gave some really good advice earlier, which is to not open with something like a quote from Hitler, because that would alienate your audience. You don't want to do that within the first 20 seconds of your story. So I want to talk about the Israeli-Palestinian conflict. I'm an American Jew. I'm a white American Jew, which means a lot of things, but primarily it means I'm a liberal guy who also has visited Israel like every other year. So I feel kind of divided about it. Part of me feels like, no, I know what's going on there is not great. I don't really want to be a part of it. And part of me feels like, oh yeah, that's where my bud lives. That's where my family lives. So I lived there for 2 years. And in that time, I was like, I'm the solution. I'm here to fix what's wrong because I know that what the government's doing, not cool. I would take it in a totally different direction if it was me. And what's happening is not what should be. So I'm the solution, and I'm there working for a podcast. We're storytellers. Go figure. And we go up to this place called Nazareth. You haven't heard of it. To do a story. Super interesting. From Nazareth to the place where I was living, the easiest way to get back is to drive through the West Bank. This is Palestine, not Israel. That's a normal thing that people do all the time. So my boss and I, coming back from this podcast interview, figured why not? We'll go through that way. And I fell asleep in the car because it was a 3-hour drive. And all of a sudden, on that drive back, I felt sand in my face at one point. I go, what's going on? And my boss right next to me, tall, Australian, liberal white Jew, turns to me and goes, okay, are you okay? I go, yeah, what just happened? And then I look to the windshield, and it's completely gone. Totally shattered, there's nothing there. And we're saying, that's so weird. How did this happen? My initial thought was, oh, I'm dead. We got into an accident, and now I'm dead. That's it. My boss told me later that his reaction was, in his very Australian way, oh no. And so that was what we thought. And we thought we were dead. Turns out we were fine, and we had to call the police to sort of tell them that what we thought some utility truck had passed us by, kicked up a rock, which had flown into our windshield. We called the police, and they kept transferring us. And every time they transferred us, they gave their version of the story to the next person they transferred us to. So we called the first person, and they said, what happened? We told them, oh, we were driving, suddenly the windshield shattered. We think a truck may have kicked up a rock. They go, oh, you were attacked. We go, no. And then they said, let me transfer you to the right people. They transferred us to the next people. And the next people pick up and say, oh, I heard you were attacked. No, we were driving, and our windshield broke. It goes on like this for a lot of time until we end up at the police station, where they tell us how often they've seen this, the fact that we saw green lights before this happened. We thought they were from minarets, but they were actually people shining laser points in our eyes. At a certain point, we kind of have to accept that we were attacked, which is weird because I'm the solution. Why would you attack the solution? It was a hard thing to grapple with, and suddenly on this hot issue in this hot part of the world, all of the heat drained from my body. I wasn't scared about the fact that I was going to die, but all of a sudden I was having a panic attack because I realized that I was the bad guy. It doesn't matter that I think I'm the solution, because anyone who sees a car with an Israeli license plate driving through an area that is just not Israel, makes their own conclusions. And they don't know me. They don't know that I am on their side. But that's where you get to. And I don't know where that leaves you, but here I am. So hopefully that's something.